This TACOS live broadcast is brought to you by Promo Journal, a division of Promo Corner. Promo Journal provides fresh, daily content from industry thought leaders. Blogs, videos, product features, and live content all in one convenient location. Weekly advertising opportunities are available. Contact sales at promocorner.com to get your message seen.
This is TACOS Live, boys. How are we doing?
What? This show is live? Brandon, are you kidding me?
Live? We will live. We better not screw up, Jay.
It's Taco Tuesday, Jeff, and we have another wonderful guest. Unbelievable, unprecedented. I can't wait to share this. But before we talk about how awesome Kelly Brown is, the director of all epic shit at Green Giftz. She is the marketing director. She is the guru of marketing, branding. And so, Jeff, what do we do before we go all in? What do we do?
Tacos up.
Tacos up. Let's
Tacos
do it.
up. Little smile
Tacos
for the
up, whatever
ground.
you got.
Look at this. I brought a little breakfast taco. Wait,
man,
Kelly actually has
the real deal there.
Kelly, what are you rocking?
Real deal.
I brought a real taco. I don't go halfway, you guys.
Kelly is all in. She is so.
We expect no less from Kelly.
Of course. I mean, come on. If you're going to be in branding and you're going to be an epic marketer, you've got to deliver.
Oh, I agree. So speaking of that, guys, I'm going to let you get to the show. Everybody who is watching this live right now, if you do have any questions, you do have any comments, or you want to take a picture of your taco and put it in the comments right over there, that would be fantastic. I will get to those questions at the end. But boys, I will see you for the bite at the end. All right.
Awesome.
All right.
We'll be anticipating the hook in about 30 minutes. All right, Kelly, thank you so much for joining us. I am beyond a little excited. So you'll have to forgive me because I saw some amazing work and I get pretty jacked up. I get pretty excited, not just because it's Taco Tuesday. That helps. And I always have a little therapy taco with me just in case, even on days that aren't Tuesday. But the truth be told, it's the work that I saw from Green Giftz. And so, as you know, behind the scenes, we've been bugging you for a while. So thank you very much for taking some time away from your important day. How are you?
You know, I think I'm doing as good as you can be in the climate of the promo industry.
Right.
You have a therapy taco. I have a therapy hot dog. It's like a plush hot dog. I should have brought it to show it because although I do love tacos, I am very much a hot dog lover. So
Hey.
I definitely have ate numerous hot dogs, pizzas, tacos during this crazy climate we are working in.
Food
All
therapy.
of that aside, doing good.
Good. Food therapy and sometimes beverage therapy helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
I know it is a crazy scene right now, Jeff, right? It's kind of like you're down there near the coast. Are you counting all those container ships parked off of Long Beach in LA?
Well, a friend of mine just did a cruise. He goes, you can't, and he came out of the port. He goes, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know, when you go out of point of cruise, you see them all out there. And I'm actually working on products right now. I'm hoping to get done with this so I can get an order placed because I got to get it on rush before the stuff disappears. I'm serious. Anyway,
Hey, don't rush us, Jeff.
We have 30 minutes to do tacos.
We can't rush this masterpiece. Plus, we have Kelly Brown. Kelly, you know, Brandon brought it up before I could even say it, but Kelly Brown from Green Giftz. I mean, it was meant to be, right?
Yeah, it wasn't planned, but I think it was meant to be. I think Green Giftz sounds better than any other brown thing you could add to any title of a company, right?
Well, listen, it fits. It's awesome. And I can't wait to share with our viewers, those that are watching live and those that will watch this recorded version, some of the epic work that Green Giftz is doing. And so it's really an inspiration for us. We're so grateful for so many wise, forward-thinking promotional product peeps. I don't know how you categorize yourself, whether you're branding merch experts, whether you're promo folks, whether you're product peeps. I mean, we're just glad you're here. And I think people are going to catch this amazing vibe. Jeff, seriously great work here. It was a thrill. I can't wait to share it. So let's dive right in. Kelly, if you're ready, I'm ready.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, first we like to brag a little bit about this logo because man, if it doesn't immediately identify you as somebody that's connected to the environment, somebody that's thinking beyond just cheap plastic stuff, then I don't know what would. So is this something of your work? Was it already there before you joined the team? Tell us a little history if there is any.
So before we were Green Giftz, and we kind of still are, we were Promotional Impact. And the idea behind that is we wanted to make promotional products that have an impact on community, environment, and the end recipient. It's a great name, but everybody in this industry promo corner, promo this, promotional that. So we wanted to differentiate ourselves. And when we started our more sustainable line of business, we wanted to have another name for it. So Green Giftz was born as our DBA. And then over time, Green Giftz is easier to say than promotional impact. So we just took Green Giftz and made it who we are.
Smart.
Yes. And when I joined Green Giftz about 5 or 6 years ago, our logo was different. We were going through a rebrand. We have a designer on staff, and she created our logo herself. In that rebrand, the biggest thing was that our logo became simplified. The font became a little bit more modern. And then we added the leaf into our logo, which is our symbol. And we use it as a standalone. We use it in conjunction with Green Giftz. And we use a lot of like leafy and branches and environmental type motifs in the artwork we use.
And plus you're in the great north, right? So that totally makes sense, because it wouldn't be as, you couldn't apply it as well here in the desert. I live in the Southwest, Arizona. It would have to be a cactus of some site. But this isn't about me, it's about you. And you know what? I need to give you, I want to give your designer a shout out. Literally the on-ramp to the show is because of your amazing designer and work that was so great that you said, wait, Jay, we're not ready to show it in prime time, but I got a sneak peek. It blew me away. So please tell your designer that's why you're here today. And the work was off the charts. Jeff, I know you know what I'm talking about, but we can't talk about it. Let's keep talking about this show. Yeah.
Secret sauce.
Secret sauce. Yeah, sorry, but we are going to share some wonderful work. And so folks will get a quick idea of how great this is. So love the logo. It immediately spoke to all of us. And I thank you for explaining that. I love the fact that you went through that rebranding, and what an important description of how and why. And you're right, promo everywhere. And then you guys stand out immediately. So well done. Well done. Jeff, anything to add to this logo?
Well, what blows me away on the show, because we always do the thing with the logos, that's part of the thing. This one just is so great. Obviously the color thing in the leaf, and then the Z for gifts. It sort of has all these components, that kind of clean, like font that's, you know, not all super fancy and jiggy. It's just a cool font.
It works.
And you know how it is with fonts. It's like, you know how the client will go, I want a nice font. Well, what the hell's a nice font, you know? But you could take any one of these gazillion fonts that are out there, and it just, again, the way the font has this kind of rolling look and the leaf. Anyway, just really cool on the logo.
It is cool. So. Yeah, I get it. I'm with you, Jeff, and I like the leaf. I love it over the eye. It all works. It's all wonderful stuff. So next we've got some more magic. I can't wait to show a little bit from your website, Kelly, because this speaks to me in many ways. And I'll often do this where I'll be searching Instagram and Facebook, but I also spend some time on your website, because forward facing, this is your digital profile. This is what most people are going to see first if they're looking for Green Giftz. And it immediately says, we're passionate people. We're promoting purpose-driven brands. I just love that. I love the grow your brand concept. You're not just selling stuff. You're trying to find the purpose and what's going to drive the brand. Tell me more about this.
Yeah, so grow your brand is, again, that connection back to the leaf, to a tree. We imagine the roots and the branches and all of the leaves, and those are all the different parts of promo campaigns that we do for our clients. And that extends beyond just a pen or a notebook. There are a lot of really custom work that we do with our clients. And part of that is that we are so passionate about the relationship. And more importantly, we try to align ourselves with those clients that have a purpose. And their purpose might be environmentally friendly, DEI, or it might just be, we love our people. We love clients who love their people. They're great people to work with. So we try to combine all of those aspects together to help build kind of the Green Giftz way, the way that we sell, the way that we interact with our clients. And I had mentioned this to you before, Jay, but we call ourselves a branded merchandise agency. We're not a distributor. We are project managers, and we each have a client and a book of business, and our job is to manage those projects and those relationships. And at the end of the day, that's what matters the most to us. It's not how many dollars we can post in a sale, though that of course is nice.
Someone has to be measuring that. But
yes.
Yes, I get it.
But it's more so, do our clients look amazing? Does their upline think the work they're doing is phenomenal? And all of that comes back to us and our reputation.
I love it.
Yeah, that's so kind of where that all comes from.
Good on you. I wish more had that vision. I don't want anyone to steal your work, nor would we ever endorse that or promote that. But Thank you for being a shining example of what a branded merchandising agency looks like and how you approach it, because it's different at every angle. That's why you stood out immediately when I started doing all of the research behind the scenes and connecting with you and seeing this at every level on every platform. I was just like, oh my God, nobody does it like this. Nobody's doing that. Oh, that's a totally new way. I haven't even thought of that. And it's just like same parts and pieces, but you've rearranged them in a super cool formula that's uniquely Green Giftz. So Jeff,
Yeah, and it took us a couple of years before we even opened up an online catalog source for our clients to go and shop on. Obviously, with the pandemic, e-commerce became so important, but we really were the type of company that if somebody came to us and said, do you have a catalog we can look through? That's not us. We are, let's have a conversation. What's your goal? Who's your audience? Then we can step in and be really the project manager that helps guide the ship forward instead of just here's a catalog, browse through it,
Have fun shopping.
Yeah.
Jeff, what do you say?
This is the part of the show where I want to just put the focus on people understanding that they have the opportunity to define their brand and be different. Somehow on our show, we're getting the best of the best. And here's a company that is, really positioned itself differently from the stuff seller, focused on purpose-driven marketing. Purpose-driven marketing, that's the thing now, but it needs to be kind of in your DNA and it needs to be authentic. And the truth of the matter is the distributors that are focused on whatever the direction, the focus they choose to go, you guys are being a branding agency and obviously using promotional products to drive the brand message and all that. But we just want to encourage the distributors that are watching this. It's like, what do you stand for? Look at who's really rocking in this industry. And purpose-driven is so important over, what's the cheapest piece of crap I can give away? I mean, I'm getting a little harsh there.
Hey, carried away. Don't get carried away.
Okay, all right. So that's it. I mean, so it just should be an encouragement to others to define who the heck you want to be.
Love it. I agree. Thank you, Kelly. Again, wonderful example, having that passion and that purpose and how they come together. It really becomes, it's obvious to me that your team becomes an extension of their team and you guys just connect and bond. And so having those experiences, we talk often about here as well. And it was not lost on me that the keyword grow and in Green Giftz totally connects, makes a ton of sense. You guys have really thought about it. So in preparation for this show, whoops, I don't know where I went. In preparation for the show, let me see if I can help myself back. But we talked about three things, Kelly. We talked about sustainability, innovation, and curation. Those were the things that jumped off the page at me. Those were the three things that I immediately saw when looking. And then I asked you, I gave you kind of a list of some ideas and you kind of came right back and said, these are the three things that we really want to be known for, that our clients do know us for, and that you're pushing forward. So I love the fact that an outsider, think about it. I mean, we really just met on this Zoom call, and yet I could see quickly where your areas of emphasis were, and that those were the same things you wanted to talk. So either one of us is really smart, probably you, and I got lucky. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, Jay, you hit the nail on the head. Like that's the biggest compliment, is if somebody can come at your brand with a fresh face and pick up the key identifiers that you hope they pick up on. And you certainly did.
Yeah, well, let's dive there.
He's brilliant. The guy is brilliant. He doesn't look like this.
I know. I look like a mess. I am a mess. The mustache, the hat, skateboards. Who knew? But listen, it's not about me being an expert. It's about just the clues that you guys left, you and your team. Obviously, you're the marketing director, but I'm sure you have some vision and guidance from the owners. But together as a team, you came forward and you brought this. And it made sense to me because the next thing I saw, which completely caught me off guard, Kelly, what the hell? You guys have gone to a direction I have not yet seen, though that's why I got excited, where you're using, well, you tell the story. I saw Green Giftz, the Michigan collection, and I was like, huh? What the hell is that? And then I started digging in on it and I was like, this is amazing. This is so cool. That bag on the left, Jay, I don't even know your name. I'm calling you Jeff. That's how excited I am. I'm losing my mind. The bag is recycled outdoor signage, if I'm not mistaken. Is that true, Kelly?
Yes. And the Green Giftz Michigan collection we call it our retail line. So this is off the shelf. Anybody can go in and purchase these items. And what this came from was somebody saw the promo work, the custom promo work we were doing, liked it so much, asked if we could do a version of it with some Michigan themed artwork to sell in the Grand Rapids airport. It's also been sold in the Detroit airport. Then that spiraled into a relationship with a local hospital where we not only do their promo, their e-com, the needs for the doctors, the nurses, the scrubs, all of that. We also manage the entire gift shop experience where we've combined promo with gift shop needs, your plush, your cards, your balloons, all of that good stuff. I don't know anybody in the promo industry who's doing this. We're kind of crazy. But, we let our clients lead the way and we listen to them. So yes, you are correct. The bags you're looking at are made from banners, vinyl banners that were either used in trade shows, construction projects, large scale events, whatever it might be.
Right.
Our clients either donate them to us or they ask us to upcycle them into bags for them to use. And then you can kind of see the tags sewn into the bag.
I love
So
that.
we'll sew in a client tag. In this scenario, we have the Green Giftz tag sewn in, and then the hang tag that we list on there tells the story that it supports a certified women-owned business. We use a company here in Grand Rapids who's minority owned, and they sew our bags for us. We have a relationship with them. And it's, again, promoting upcycle by taking this banner that would have gone to the landfill, shipped to China, and we upcycle it and create a whole new product.
Yeah, so many touch points. It's like the greatest taco ever with all of the right ingredients, secret sauce, the salsa. Jeff, I'm just dying for these bags because I could see immediately how many times there was a thoughtful process engaged and how many times it eliminated waste. Like, so cool, Kelly. Your team needs to be recommended for, I don't know, do we still have super duper taco awards, Jeff, on this show or something?
I don't know. I think we need to get
something.
Awards.
Yeah, because you know what? The PPAI Golden Pyramid, that's kind of dated. I mean, it's still cool, but wouldn't it be better to have like a pyramid of tacos? That would always be better. But anyway,
I'd like it.
The bags. This is kind of one of the things that helped spur this off, if I'm not mistaken, right, Kelly?
Yeah, Green Giftz really became who we are 25 years ago because of this type of project. We had a local company here that's a client of ours for 25 years who wanted a gift that nobody had ever received before. And that's really hard because everybody has received a pen, a notebook, a drinkware. How do you find something that is so unique? And then our owner, Karen, she's a real dreamer. She's a product designer in her own way. She dreamed up the idea of upcycling their own fabrics to create an entire bag line from rolling duffels to pad folios. Wow. And that was scrap that was previously getting put into boxes and shipped to China to be recycled, which really is not sustainable. No. And that kind of spiraled. People picked up on that and they went, oh, well, can you upcycle our banners? Can you upcycle our screens from our construction sites? So now you do see companies out there who are doing this. It's not as unique as it used to be, but 25 years ago, there was nobody in our industry doing this.
You guys are trailblazers. Jeff, they are pioneers, right?
Well, and again, coming back to our audience, and there are companies in the industry that do upcycling, and it is, I still think it's new enough to be novel.
Oh, very much so.
What an opportunity for any distributor to do some work within your community. I can sense that obviously you're involved and active and engaged in the community and supporting other businesses and worthy causes and all that stuff. So distributors, if you're watching this, consider the opportunity that's here to do upcycling with different community organizations. I mean, it's like we say, I mean, it's starting to happen, but I think it's still pretty new. I know of companies, that in the industry that are doing it, you can find them. And what a terrific opportunity to push forward all these things that are powerfully beneficial.
Yeah, and you're making such a big impact. And it's a beautiful, modern looking bag. I mean, to me, I would prefer this. Like, I love the fact that I can see the R and it's an upside down R, and that, who knows what that said. Maybe I could figure out, maybe I can't, but it's just great on every level. The fact that you guys are taking the scraps and making something beautiful out of it it's just deserves some attention. And that's why you're here, Kelly Brown. And that's why Green Giftz rocks. And when I say that, I mean, I'm looking at that vinyl collection behind you and thinking, there's got to be an AC/DC album in there somewhere. Okay.
Oh yeah, she got the vinyl happening there for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
I specifically chose George Harrison's "All Things Must Pass" because that's my that's my slogan in this supply chain frenzy is all
yes.
things must pass.
Such a great concept. Thank you. We do need a little Zen. We do need that broader
Yes.
perspective of all things. It's going to be okay. Just breathe. So good. So good. Okay. Well, there's more greatness, Jeff. I don't know if you're ready for this, but again, in that same theme of upcycling, when I saw this, I was just taken. They're beautiful. They're amazing. They're purposeful. You're doing it again. Here you go, Kelly. We caught you in the act, you and Green Giftz, in the act of epic branding, magical marketing. And I couldn't wait to show these because, listen, they're adorable, right? And if you're going to be able to upcycle warm, stylish, custom mittens from old sweaters that would have gone in the landfill, please. Plus, you're working again with Western Michigan certified women-owned businesses, and you've gotten them all kind of like retailed up, right? You got that cool little tag, you've got the twine, you got the recycled cardboard. I just thought this every level. I'm like gushing now, forgive me, but it's so great.
Yeah, you know, I think something that Green Giftz is really good at is just thinking through all of those touch points. Somebody might have found these, you know, oh, let's do this upcycle mitten idea, because you can find stuff like this on Pinterest, you know,
Sure.
and they might have done it, but they might not have done the twine and the craft tag that's a recycled paper, and then the sewn in label, and the buttons are all, you know, scrap buttons that are just kind of the onesie twosies that you find at a thrift store. It's all of those little touches that we sometimes obsess over to a certain degree. That's probably like, oh, we could use our time elsewhere, but it is what differentiates us. And, you know, especially during this crazy time we're in, we have to even remind ourselves when we just want to rush and get that order in. And like Jeff is saying, you're counting down the minutes. When can I get that order in? And we
Inventory.
Yes. And we step back and it's like, okay, but we are best when we are thinking this through every detail and being like almost a little too micromanaging, a little too detail oriented, but that's our secret sauce. That's who we are, is thinking through those touch points.
I love it. I think it's a brilliant move because what you're doing is you're owning that space, especially in your area. I mean, obviously you guys want clients, you want to grow your business. You're always you're growing, right? You're in a growth mode, but at the same time, you're making an impact in your local area specifically. So you're going deep on that niche. You own that space. I would take that every day over somebody that's broad. They're lost in the generalities. You're going specific, and it makes too much sense, and it's beautiful work. So man, I couldn't wait to share this. Jeff, can you believe this? I mean, I don't need mittens in Arizona, but I want a pair of those.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say the mittens are obviously a very needed item in your area in Michigan, and where Jay is in the sweltering hot desert, and me in Southern California, not as popular, but it's so perfect for you guys because people need those things and we don't. But what a just beautiful packaging. Love the hang tag, love the recycle thing. I mean, everything's a win.
It's all gorgeous work. So Kelly, what's the execution on these? Are these in a retail setting? Are these in the gift store? Are these
So we do sell them in gift shops. So when they have the Green Giftz logo sewn into them, we'll sell them in a couple of the gift shops.
Okay.
But we always offer that as an option for our clients too. So this is a really great holiday gift, especially for those
beautiful.
companies that have those purpose-driven missions, who care about the community. We're seeing more and more of our clients who want their spend to go with diverse, local, small businesses. And that's something else that Green Giftz has been very strategic on, is trying to find local makers that we can build strategic partnerships with to offer things to our clients that allows them to support not only a certified women-owned company, but let's say it's a candle maker that's Black owned, then they can support that business as well. And we're both, gaining a new client, we're gaining relationships. And, I think those are the things like the upcycling, the community, supporting small, supporting diverse. Some people might say, oh, you're sharing all of this, like everybody could steal your secrets and run away and they're just going to be just like you. I don't view it that way. I view it exactly to your point, Jeff. This is a reminder to everybody else, when we all rise, the whole industry is going to rise. And Green Giftz is only so big. I mean, we're not this huge 4 imprint. We're just a local woman-owned company, and we'll make a difference where we can. But imagine if everybody took those steps, the impact our industry could make.
Imagine, right? Imagine. Right. Where's that John Lennon? It's back there. I see
it's
that.
Back there.
So I'm touched. My heart is humming. My soul is singing, Kelly, on so many levels, because you're connecting all of these dots. No reference to Carrie Cowden. And you have just done wonderful work. So I'm at every level, Jeff, right? I mean, I'm just like, man, more of this, please, more of this.
And what a privilege it is for us as we sit back. I mean, I'm sitting back, we look at our body of work in the TACOS show and we joke around about it and all that. But the fact that we have the privilege of just putting this stuff out there, and it's nothing that we didn't create this vibe. We're just simply, sharing what others are doing that can be an encouragement to others. I mean, I just feel really honored. I mean, people can do this in their own communities. And like you say, Kelly, it's, you don't care. I mean, you would want to encourage people to do this in their communities. And that's what we're doing here. It's so different. It takes, the promo, it just gets promo away from that wrap of the CPS. We all know what that means, cheap plastic, whatever that word is. I don't use that word much, cheap plastic anyway, but there's so many good things that we can do with branding. And it's also a higher end level of product. And so the type of business that you're doing here is just, it's completely different. Of course, that gift shop thing and the retail side of it, and any distributor could have their own store like you have to sell retail. Nothing wrong with that. This line of Green Giftz.
Yeah, but it's cool that it's
goods.
Jeff, it's the collaboration though too. It's the fact that they're working with them. By the way, when you said maker, craftspeople, artisans, I'm like, yes, more of that, more of that.
Yeah, more.
And we're not picking on plastic, so to speak. We understand that that's a foundational part of our industry, and it can be used in lots of creative ways. So lest anyone think that we're just constantly picking on that. But the truth is, we love to highlight this because of all of those touch points, Kelly. And so job well done. Jeff, I don't mean to cut you short, but we're close to running out of time.
Oh yeah, we're going to get the hook.
And one of the things that Kelly shared with me was clients are our compass. This was in an email. So these are your words, Kelly. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that? If a minute, something, whatever you got.
Yeah, we live and die by our core values, and this is one of them, especially during the pandemic when our clients said they needed PPE. We followed that compass and we sold PPE. We upcycled t-shirts into t-shirt masks for clients because we still wanted our core values to be tied into that. But we always come back to that. If we feel we're taking the business in a direction, we come back to where are our clients leading us? Are they leading us in that direction? If not, is this the right move to make? So that's our Northern Star.
Love it. So smart. I wish more of us had that. Thank you for reminding us. It's a great principle. It's a great saying. I love the fact that it's just to the point. We're going to go where our clients lead us. They are our compass. And generally speaking, when you can get that specific and serve them and have that servant attitude, good stuff happens. So again, credit to you and your team. Well thought out. It's fun to highlight you guys and brag on you and shine the light bright, because listen, Soul Sister, you have amazing work. And I know it's not just you, it's you and your team. I'll give your designer another shout out because wow. The work that they're doing, if you haven't seen them, you can go find more information. Nobody needs to try to rip this off, by the way. I've always said R&D, rip off and duplicate, but in your own way, there are lessons learned, and no one's going to copy this. No one else but you is going to be able to do the work that you're doing, because you have a unique group, you have a diverse group, and you have different goals at mind. So that's why it's okay for us to kind of share this. We're not really sharing secrets anyway. You and I both know that. But yeah. Kelly, we're almost done. I've got a couple things to go through. One is I'm an apparel geek. I've been in it for a long time. So whether it's Canvas Bella, whether it's All Made, whether it's Next Level, I don't know what the brand of the shirt is. I can almost see the tag, but the point isn't the tag or the maker. Sometimes it is. It's what you guys are doing with this. And so this was another program where you were able to create a give back of $8, and it was going to be purpose driven again. And you're going to help the frontline food. Is it the Frontline Workers Food Fund? That always doesn't roll off my tongue very well, but helping, again, local areas, local businesses, local volunteers, helping them with their causes. So tell us about this and who some of these heroes are, because the young lady holding up the paper, it's like a framed. Is that somebody on your team, by the way, Kelly? Because
no, so this is the person holding up the picture is Mia. She is one of our fabulous clients at the Grand Rapids Chamber. She since moved on from that position, but this was a collaboration. Mia is an amazing, phenomenal marketer as well. She came to us and said, hey, your chamber members we'd love to do something together where we can sell something with the chamber logo, with the Green Giftz logo that gives back to our community. So the photo that she's holding up are people within the community who have been supported by the Grand Rapids Chamber, who are those frontline workers. So their grocery store, their restaurant, their health. And those shirts that we sold as retail on our retail line, and $8 from every shirt went back to that fund that was helping to pay for lunches for people who are working at our vaccine clinic here, who are working those 12, 15-hour days. And all of those lunches were purchased from local small businesses. So no chains, all local small businesses. So it tied in so many warm, fuzzy elements.
Yes.
I think at the end of the day, there was probably like $1,000 that we were able to donate to them to get lunches. So it was a really fun campaign. And I see people wearing those shirts all the time, which is cool.
What does that feel like when you see people wearing those shirts? Doesn't that feel great?
Yeah, anytime we can see our promo in use, it's like, oh, you did something right. Like if somebody is wearing it, using it, carrying, I see people carrying bags we do all the time. And I'm like, that's a good sign, because if it's a woman carrying a bag you did, you know it's a good bag, because women are particular about their bags. So I feel good about that for sure.
I love this. I love it on every level. Again, it's so fun to catch you guys doing this great work. It's creative. It makes an impact. It's supporting local. It's all the touches, like you said, all the warm feels, right, Jeff?
Yeah, this is pretty eye-opening. This should be eye-opening to our audience about maybe, you know, if they're not doing this, and probably most people are not, but rethinking what is our position in our community? How can we be more engaged in our community? What can we do that's positive? I mean, this is, you know, like we said before, this is kind of the in thing, this, you know, responsible sourcing and sustainability and cause marketing. I mean, this has been around a while, but, you know, right now we're in a time where it's really important, and that you can give back and do things that are really meaningful. Obviously, it also positions Green Giftz, or whatever the company that's doing that,